can have on your attacker. Now, for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, after the patch, I have been trying a lot of custom tactics with it, and in the end, these are the custom tactics that I found the best with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow after the latest patch. Now, as we all know about this formation, it's an aggressive formation. You're gonna have that high pressure, not only that, also counter attacks and fast build up in game, and these custom tactics are about high pressure, fast build up and counter attacks. But as we all know, playing with a narrow formation is not for everyone. I'm saying this for you. If you like the wing play, if you like formations that have got wingers in game, you might not like the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump straight into the custom tactics. And if you are looking to build your dream team in FC, trying to get in behind more and more, moving on into defense approach, I'm going with the 70 depth, and like I always say about defensive approach, use whatever fit your play style. I like to play with high press, that's why I'm going with the 70 depth. If you don't like to play with high press, go with 50-55, there's no problem at all. Let's move on into the player rules. Before I explain these custom tactics, here's what the formation will look like with the ball. As you can see, I'm using the wing back player rule on my left back, with the shadow striker player rule on my center attacking mid, and I highly recommend you to use a center attacking mid who has got the shadow striker plus, or of course plus plus. Advance forward on both of the strikers, but the right striker advance forward with support, and on the left striker you have to be using advance forward with attack. With that, the left striker is going to be your main striker in game. He's gonna stay central, while you have got your right striker is going to be your second striker in game. I will explain that later on the video. Playmaker with roaming on the right center mid and box to box on the left center mid, and for the CDM I'm using holding with ball winning. Now let me explain these custom tactics for you in game. First thing first, let's talk about the center attacking mid. Like I said, you should be using a player who has got the shadow striker plus, or of course plus plus as your center attacking mid. As we all know, as a shadow striker, sometimes you're gonna see him trying to get in behind and trying to break the defense line, which is really good, and that's the reason why I'm using Al Uwairan. He has got 99 base. With the shadow striker play rule, not only that, also the counter build up style that I'm using, a lot of times I'm seeing him trying to get in behind and basically playing like a third striker on this formation. You're gonna see him trying to get in behind, trying to break the defense line, playing like a center forward in game. And of course, as a center attacking mid, you must be using a player who has got really good passing and really good dribbling as well if you wanna hold up the play with the center attacking mid, because the center attacking mid will be the connection between your defense and your attack. When you're first going for a counter attack, the ball is gonna go through the center attacking mid 100%. Now for the right center mid and left center mid, right here with these custom tactics, you need box to box midfielders, players with really good all-rounded stats, players who can help you on the attack, and when you lose the ball you're gonna see them coming back on the defense and helping you on the defense. Now the difference between the right center mid and left center mid with these custom tactics, the right center mid is gonna help you on the attack more than the left center mid. Don't get me wrong, the left center mid will help you on the attack as well, but not as much as the right center mid, because I'm using the playmaker player rule with my right center mid. So use the center mid who has got better attacking stats as your right center mid, and on the left center mid use a proper box to box, a player with really good all-rounded stats, and in game they both will do the same thing. They will help you on the attack, and when you lose the ball they will come back on defense and help you on the defense. Now let's move on into the strikers. Like I said, on the right striker I'm using advance forward with support, and the reason why I'm using support with him, I'm not using attack just to get more options on the attack. Using support with him, sometimes you're gonna see him coming back to receive a pass and then go for a through pass to the left striker who will be always trying to get in behind. Or sometimes you're gonna see him drifting wild, you're gonna see him drifting on the wing, playing as a right wing in game, which will give you more and more options on the attack. I don't need my right striker to stay central, I need him to drift wide, to find the spaces where he can get in behind. That's the reason why I'm using support with him. And like I said, sometimes he will actually help you on the build up. He will come back to receive a pass and then he can deliver it to the player who is trying to get in behind. Like I said, the main reason that I'm using support with him is to get more options on the attack, and I'm really loving Petro Neto as the right striker, because sometimes he is drifting wide and when he cut inside he will be available to go for a long finesse. And for the left striker, like I said on the start, he will be your main striker in game. He or she, of course I'm using Ham, a striker who can easily get in behind and to break the defense line, because as we all know, as an advanced forward with attack, you're always gonna see her trying to get in behind and trying to break the defense line. And with these custom tactics, I'm using the counter build-up style, so you will always see her literally on the defense line trying to get in behind. You need a striker with really good pace, a striker who can easily get in behind, Not only that, also because she is your main striker in this formation, I recommend you to get a striker who has got at least 4-star weak foot, if not 5-star weak foot, because like I said, the left striker will be your main striker in game. He will stay central. Sometimes you can see him finishing with his right foot, and sometimes you can see him finishing with his left foot. Let's move on back to the defense. Let's start things up with the CDM. Like I said, I'm using the holding player role with ball winning for the CDM. With that, he's gonna play like a holding midfielder. He's not gonna help you on the attack. He's gonna stay back while attacking. So you need a proper CDM, a player with absolutely great defending and physicality, a player who can intercept, tackle, and stop a counter attack every time you want him to. He's not gonna help you on the attack. Don't really care about his attacking stats. Most important things for him is his defending, physicality, and you should be using a player who has got really good pace. For the defense, right back, I'm using the full back player role with him, but on the left back, I'm using the wing back. With that, sometimes he's gonna help you on the attack by providing width on the attack. As we all know, on this formation, you don't have wingers, so the left back will be the player to provide width on the attack when there's some space for him. And trust me when I say sometimes he's gonna be so effective for you by providing width. Because using the wing back player role, the only time that you're gonna see him trying to get in behind is when there's some space for him. He will give you an extra option for you on the attack, and he will be providing width on the attack. As you can see from the clips that I'm showing you, sometimes he do be so effective for me on the attack by providing width, because sometimes the only way to score a goal is by using winger and wing play. For the right center back and left center back, defender, and for the goalkeeper, I'm just using the goalkeeper player role. You can go with the sweeper keeper, it's up to you and what goalkeeper you have got. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, these are all the custom tactics and the player rules with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow explained. Really loving this formation, but narrow formations are not for everyone. If you like to play using wingers, if you always use wing play to score goals, this formation might not be for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But if you want to switch things up, try something different, these custom tactics will be great for you with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Really liking the amount of options that I have got on the attack with the right center mid and left center mid helping me on the attack. Not only that, also the left back is going to be on the wing back player role. Sometimes you're going to see him trying to get in behind and providing width, which is really good and will give you an extra option for you on the attack. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.